Well, hey there folks, this is a review of the Moosetreks frame bag that I bought on Amazon. I just did the Baja Divide and this bag worked really well for me. So I wanted to tell you all about it in case you were thinking of picking it up for yourself. So let's take a look. Alright, so as you can see, this is a Salsa Timberjack size XL frame, and this bag fits almost as if it's made for it. It fits really well. So I was really impressed with the durability of this thing. And I had this loaded to the gills for that 1,500 miles that I rode. And it held up really well. I'll just go over the features right now, and then I'll talk to you about my experience with it. So you can see that it's attached by these Velcro closures. They work really well. If you have a skinnier tube, then you'll probably find that you have excess strap. But I got fairly fat tubes on this thing, so it did fine. So as you can see, they have two zippers. These are YKK zippers, and you can see that they are waterproof. And this top one has this flap. So they worked fine, and even though I had this thing loaded to the gills, the zippers did not fail on me. Although if anything was going to fail on this bag, that is what I would be concerned about, because they're pretty small zippers. I would rather have something a little bit beefier. These are waterproof zippers, and although I did not experience a lot of rain, I did have one night where it rained for pretty much 9 straight hours, all night long. And in the morning, everything inside was perfectly dry. So I just have this loaded with a few things just to give it some shape. So it has 2 compartments, but the inside flap can be undone. It's Velcro. And then you can just make one big compartment. And on my trip, I carried my repair gear, spare tube, and this tool bag, which was that had a lot more stuff in it, as well as my lube in this lower compartment, and then mostly food, and this little action camera, Faux Pro I call it, went up here. So there you go. So you can see that it's got this interior liner, and that held up pretty well over the course of the 6 weeks that I was biking. Now along here, I'll do a close-up, but you can see that just from the weight of the bag, the stitching is starting to come a little bit undone. But it's nothing that I'm concerned about. Considering what this thing went through, I think it's in great shape. Hey, well there you have it folks. There is the Moosetreks frame bag. It made it 1,550 miles on the Baja Divide, which is about as rough and demanding a terrain as I think you'll find. Very dusty, rocky, very bumpy, which is the main reason I think why these stitches loosened up a little bit, just from that jarring with all the weight that was in there. So it has my stamp of approval, my recommendation. Now, if I was going to do a really, really long expedition, then I would probably go with something else. Something with beefier zippers and maybe a little bit heavier material. And there's quite a few folks that make custom bags. But this is really great, especially since it fit my bike so perfectly. And you know, this was like 43 bucks as opposed to, you know, maybe 100 or 120 that you'll pay for a more established or recognized brand. All right, folks. Well, happy trails, happy bike packing. Good luck with your gear shopping. And don't forget to check out all my videos on the Baja Divide. It's a really great experience, and if you're thinking about doing it, you definitely should.